What's up, guys? It's Jebzilla here, bringing you guys a quick commentary on my computer specs. So let's get started. I think we should start off with the building blocks. Or actually, before that, we should get started on why I'm doing this. I'm doing this simply because I want to, simply for joy, simply for bragging, or because I am proud of what I have achieved and what I've completed. To me, this is quite a big achievement to build my computer. So please don't. I don't even know. I'm just doing this video. All right. Shut up. Listen. All right. First, we start off with the building blocks. Right. I got a mid tower case, just basic mid tower. I got a sound card, wireless card, a 530 watt power supply, and a C drive. Simple, all basic stuffs, and I basically got a really good deal. I probably would not have been able to build this computer without getting this deal. I got all these for around 80 bucks, everything together for about 80 bucks, and that's because one of my buddies helped me out a lot, and he had these parts laying around. They were good. Nothing too special, but they were good. They got the job done, and they were able to sell it to me for a good price. It was outstanding for them to do that for me, because I would not have been able to build this computer. I would not have had the funds to complete this computer without that deal. But so yeah, I'll be having pictures to follow along with these. And I got a motherboard. It wasn't anything too fancy. Like, I seen people put motherboards in that were more expensive than the processors, which, to be honest, I don't understand. I don't know everything about motherboards and everything about computers to know why they did that. But for me, I just put in a basic motherboard. It's got 4 RAM slots. It's got SATA 6, just basically everything I needed, and it gets the job done. Now, let's get on to the more intricate and the more fun items. My computer right now has 8 gigabytes of Corsair RAM. It's at 1600 megahertz or whatever they rate it. But I'm gonna buy 8 more pretty soon here, so it's gonna be 16. But right now it's only at 8. My graphics processing unit is a Galaxy GeForce GTX 660, 2 gigabyte. This one has kind of a story along with it. They went on sale and on Newegg, and the next day I was about to buy one that night, but I used my father's credit card and he was already asleep and did not want to wake him up, so I didn't order it when they went on sale. But that next day I was looking and I found the same one that was like 230 bucks. I found it for 174.99, and I'm like, how is this possible? But it turns out that turns out that someone ordered it and sent it back for whatever reason, but it was marked as out of box. So a Newegg, their out of box policy is it comes with the raw item to work. So this means it could come with just the processing unit, no driver installation, no cables, no converter thing to the power supply. All it guaranteed was that the main thing worked. But I got this thing. I actually made the out of box video because I was so excited, and it just worked amazingly. And that was also another thing that just fell in my lap, because I got 50 bucks off that processing unit, and this thing is a tank. So that's that. Next is I got a terabyte hard drive, SATA 6 to 7200. SATA 6 just means it's 6 gigabytes per second. It's just faster than SATA 3. Or it is SATA 3, but it's SATA 3.6, not SATA 3.3. SATA 3.3 is 3 gigabytes per second. SATA 3.6 is 3.6 gigabytes per second. And it's at 7200 RPM. So not SSD. I'm not striping it, not rating it, nothing like that yet. Probably gonna get another terabyte because this was pretty cheap, so I'll probably get another one of these and just stripe them at 7200. Or I might try and sell this and get like a hybrid 500 gigabytes, something, I don't know. But I'm happy with my terabyte. It runs pretty good. I think once I get more RAM, this thing will just be the monster, because the processor I have behind it is will just basically shit on any Alienware computer that they could sell. Like, I was looking at this Alienware MX11, I don't know, some MAX11 or something like that, but it was like $700. It had an i3 and just ridiculously stupid specs for $700, which is basically mine. And I got the AMD FX 8350 Vishera 8-core processor at 4 gigahertz. I mean, this thing's a monster. It was only $200, and it'll tear through just about anything. Or only a couple i7 quad-core processors beat it, and it's just because it's Intel, and Intel's more reliable. But I mean, for the price, those i7s that beat it are like $150 more for it. The cheapest i7 that beat it was, I think, like $330 or something like that. And the benchmarks, it's ranked 42 in the i7s. There's only like 3 or 4 i7s, and they're only ranked like 38 and 36 and 32 and stuff. Only the other ones that beat it are the Intel Xenons, which are the server CPUs. But I had a story. Oh yeah, the Alienwares. I'm kind of gonna go on a little rant here. So before I do that, those are all my specs for the computer I have. This thing's a tank to me. In my eyes, it's a tank. It's just really good. I paid about $700 for a $1,200 machine, at least. I'm thinking it could just be like a $1,200 machine, completely spec'd out and like sold by a professional company. But I saved a lot of money building it. It was real fun. I wanted to do a video, but I didn't, and I kind of regret that. But before I go on this rant, I'd like to say comment, rate, subscribe. It's Jebzilla. For those of you who want to listen to my rant and kind of gonna go into more of a commentary, please listen. I wish I had some gameplay to back this up, but Alienware's computers I was looking at, they had a $1,200 computer, and this had an Intel i7. It had a GeForce GT graphics card in it, and it was like a 560, and I think that they go up to like a 580, probably even higher. They probably have 560 Ti, 580 Ti. So I mean, that's like 4 or 5 more. But the I have a GTX, so this was like, and a GTX I think was like last year's model, 2 years ago. So I mean, these GTs are pretty old, and this is a newly released computer, and this was $1,250. It had a 2 terabyte hard drive, which is double mine, but still, I can get a 2 terabyte hard drive for $20 more than I pay for mine, and it'd still be better than the one they put in that. It's got nothing special. It's got 8 gigabytes of RAM. It's got basically the same specs as mine, except for the Intel i7, which was the cheapest one, which was $330 or like $300, something like that. But they have it's a game machine, and they have this crap mediocre graphics card in it, and they're selling that to people. It just kind of makes me angry, because I just built mine for $700, and you just take it. It would seriously, my computer would just open up its case and take a shit in it. But that's that. That's my little rant. I'll probably go more in depth on something in a gameplay commentary, which, speaking of those, they will be up very soon. I just got to get my installation CD for my Hauppauge HD PVR, and those will be up daily, hopefully 2 a day, probably just 1 a day though. But yeah, this is Jebzilla. Comment, rate, subscribe. Love you guys. Peace.